Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, straight shooting LJ, Gezzie Fizzle, and of course the G-Man proudly bring to you Pitch Talk at the FA Cup final. I'm here on Wembley Way. It's the FA Cup final. It's Crystal Palace versus Manchester United. And you know what? I have to say I'm excited for this one. In case you didn't already know, I'll just do that. Yeah, that's all you're going to get.
Today, what do you reckon the score's going to be?
3-0 to Man United.
3-1 Man United.
3-1 Man United?
Yeah.
I fancy 2-1 Zaha winner.
I think 2-0 is much more realistic.
3-1 to United.
3-1 United?
Palace to score first, 3-1 United.
4-0 United.
4-0 United. You have gone strong in that prediction. What do you reckon the score's going to be?
2-1 Palace.
I think it's going to be a 3-1.
To be fair, I think you'll beat us because I think we are absolutely diabolical.
Today, I think 3-1.
Going to be one goal in it, but I'd say probably 2-1 or 1-0 United.
I'm going with my gut instinct, and I think it's going to be an easy victory for Man United. I think Palace may come out of the blocks a bit scared.
Tony Marshall to score first.
Anthony Martial will get a goal. He's been a threat all season. Absolutely amazing this season.
I think Fellaini's going to get one. And Martial, maybe Lingard.
Martial's going to get 2 and Rashford's going to get 1 and Lingard's going to get 1.
Martial, Rooney and Fellaini.
I'm not sure if Wazza will get one in, but obviously he played well in the last game against Bournemouth. But Rashford's been on fire. He's been like kind of a saving grace almost.
And if we want to talk about players that have rejuvenated the side, you can't ignore Marcus Rashford. He's the man for me that gets a second goal.
I think Martial might get 1 and maybe Rashford.
And the third?
Rooney.
I think Man United have too much might up front in the Martial, Rashford and Rooney combination.
Martial and Rashford, if it's 2-1.
Who do you reckon the goal scorer is going to be?
Punchin and Zaha.
It's a big occasion. You know, a lot of these lads wouldn't have been in this position before, of this scale, against a team like Man United, who haven't been playing the best this season, but at the end of the day, they've got history. Is there anyone that you're scared of in the Palace team, do you think, that could cause Man United some trouble?
Well, there's only 2 players I think is probably Wilfred Zaha and Balassi.
Yannick Balassi and of course Wilfried Zaha. Jason Punchin, if he's playing, those 3 just behind the front man, going to look very dangerous indeed. So we're going to have to keep them quiet.
I think you've got a really big side that plays quick attacking football.
Probably Zaha and Balassi, that's it.
With Zaha, the Man United connection, I think this is our time, I believe.
If we're going to win this game, our 2 wide men, that's it, end of story. If they're both fired up, I know for a fact that Wilf will be fired up because of the Man United history. In my lifetime, I'm 21 years old, this is the worst Man United team I've ever seen. What?
Then there's some young budding stars that have just made their name out of nowhere. Marcus Rashford and Martial, to name 2.
Rashford's done well, but he's played half a season.
This is transitional period.
Yeah, exactly. So it's a transitional period. So it's full of youngsters and has-beens.
Martial's going to be too much for their defence.
Yeah.
Rashford's too fast for them all, and Lingard's got the experience to do it because he played pretty much all the season.
But who are you fearing from Man United?
Martial, that's it, finished.
Martial.
He's the only player.
What would it mean to you as a Palace fan if you won this? Where would this take Palace?
To be honest with you, whether we win or we don't, I've seen Palace in an FA Cup final. Like, I didn't think that I'd ever get to see this in my lifetime.
To be honest, it's a consolation win in the FA Cup. United should be challenging for titles year in, year out, and be in the Champions League year in, year out.
We've stayed up, and we're in an FA Cup final, man. You know, this is bigger than anything for Palace.
Well, everyone loves to win the FA Cup. I don't care what anyone says. Winning the FA Cup is marvellous.
If we can get a win today, that puts some kind of positive on the season, but not getting in Champions League is not good enough.
Man United potentially could win this cup. What would that mean to you?
Everything.
Let's not forget we're Manchester United, one of the biggest clubs in the world. We deserve to be up there.
The English press said he had no chance.
If there's going to be a year that United lose an FA Cup final, it's going to be this year.
No way.
And when I asked her why she wore that ribbon, she said it's for United and we're going to Wembley. Wembley! Wembley!
we're going to win today.
50 million down the drain. Tony Marshall scores again.
All I can say is good luck.
Thank you.
It's been lovely to rewind 26 years to that previous Palace United final. Now is the time, though, to only look forward to the 135th FA Cup final. Wickham against Smalling. Who fouled who? Well, Wickham's gone on. Mark Clattenburg has blown his whistle. The ball's in the net to great cheers from Palace fans. And it looks as though it's going to be a Palace free kick and a yellow card for Smalling, is it? Should he have played advantage? Of course he should have done. It's Gavin with the ball in and De Gea has the save. Touch to Fellaini. Lovely touch from Rashford. The bar rattled by Marwan Fellaini. Here's Puncheon. That was well collected and brilliantly finished. It was Jason Puncheon's time off the bench to make a massive mark on the FA Cup final for Crystal Palace. Pulls back to Fellaini. There's Mata. It's in. Juan Mata has United level. Louis van Gaal to his feet. His Manchester United men were behind for less than 3 minutes. We're going to have 30 minutes of extra time to try and find a winner of the FA Cup final. Balassi. Oh, he gave Smalling the slip and was held back. Chris Smalling on a yellow card. He's going to get another. Manchester United are down to 10 players. Drills it in. Fired in. Rocketed in by Gezzie Lingard. Manchester United have taken the lead in extra time in the cup final. Manchester United reunited with the FA Cup for a joint record 12th time. Louis van Gaal's team wins the club its first significant silverware since Sir Alex Ferguson's retirement. FA Cup winners 2016.
Tell me, what did you make of the game?
Very scrappy. Decent first half for United, but the second half was a bit patchy at times, so I thought we were going to lose, to be fair, and somehow we pulled out the bag anyway, so.
Man United didn't exceed my expectations. I expected them to really take it to Palace and put them under the cosh, but you know what? They did have their fair share of chances.
Our tempo was too slow.
Yeah.
And once we started to speed it up a bit, well, obviously hit the post and at the bar.
Yeah.
And Palace seemed to be looking for long balls all the time.
For me, it was quite a boring match. First 75 minutes. First 75 minutes was quite boring.
Second half, game comes to life. Jason Puncheon comes off the bench, smacks in a fantastic goal. You've got to give him credit for that. You took the lead, right? And it was a fantastic goal from Jason Puncheon as well.
I thought we needed to score first to stand any chance, and we did.
Straight away, Juan Mata pops up.
Right. What a finish though.
Mata. Great run by Rooney, by the way. Shout out to Rooney.
Juan Mata pops up. He scores 1-1.
We're the most vulnerable when we've just scored, and that's what happened, and I was just absolutely gutted.
What a finish. Great finish.
Yeah,
but I ask you this question. Why is he being substituted? Why? Why? Why?
It blows my mind. It really does.
I couldn't believe it. Like, Palace just folded.
I felt like we just threw it away, and
Definitely.
I was gutted. Yeah.
You felt like you threw it away?
100%. When we went down to 10 men, I meant we're going to be better. We're going to pick it up. We're going to win the game.
Gav, tell the truth.
I'm being honest.
Once we lost Smalling, it was getting a bit iffy. But we've been through this before, and we always come out on top.
Chris Smalling gets sent off for. Well, what was that? Was it a rugby tackle? I mean,
it was not a good tackle.
Last time I checked, right? And this was like years and years ago in primary school, which I say secondary school.
He should have been sent off a lot earlier
You
than
wrap
that.
around the knees, and then you slide down, and you clap tighter. That's how you tackle. But in rugby. But that was just terrible.
He should have been sent off a lot earlier than that, definitely.
Speaking of Chris Smalling being iffy, his first yellow card, if the game was allowed to run, I think Connor Wickham scores. Should they have played advantage rather than stopping the game for the foul?
If it was the other way around, I'd been asking for an advantage there.
Commiserations, my friend, commiserations. But I have to say, those two calls in terms of the advantage, especially in the first half, they would have changed the game.
Yeah, I wasn't particularly happy with the way Clattenburg ref the game, particularly the way he was handling the advantage and that, but...
We feel that the referee didn't have a really good game at all today. He was a bit picky, and I think he's the Champions League referee next week. And I think he was in that mode really. There was no physical contact allowed, and he kept stopping the game and made the game a bit scrappy.
But Smalling gets himself sent off, and it did look like the game was going towards Palace's favour.
It just seemed like we didn't really have the rub of the green today, and we didn't have that luck, and you know, on big games like this you kind of need that, and we didn't get that.
They still didn't show that they had that extra spark in them to take the game on.
Everyone thought Palace were going to beat us, yeah? Look what happened already. Lingard saved us. Rashford got off. Lingard saved us. Do you know what I mean? Lingard saved us, yeah?
Jesse Lingard pops up, what a finish.
Look, Jesse Lingard has been fantastic all season, hasn't he? Fantastic.
I was surprised you didn't throw the kitchen sink at the game. I really was surprised at that. And then, of course, Jesse Lingard pops up. Right place, right time.
Yeah, and they've just got that quality that in the end won them the game, and yeah.
But having said that, though, I think, you know, Crystal Palace as a team, the fans, everyone can be proud because
the fans today were insane. Like, that's what we do. That's what we are, and yeah.
Do you think the expectations are too high?
Well, kind of, yeah. To be fair, for the first season when David Moyes was there, the expectations were sky high, and you can see when he obviously got sacked, like they were just way too far for someone like him. And then Van Gaal came in, and obviously I think we all thought we could maybe get a trophy in the first year, maybe. But yeah, expectations are very high at United, and that's always been the case. I mean, it always will be the case, really.
In a season that Leicester City wins the title, Manchester United finish 5th. That is disgraceful. That is not good enough for a Manchester United fan.
I agree with you, right? But let's look at
That's not good enough for an Arsenal fan. That's not good enough for a Chelsea fan.
I actually agree with Louis van Gaal when he says expectations are too high, right? The season when we should have won something, when David Moyes was in charge. Exactly. And what happened? Nothing. Now, there's something. So I'll put it to you like this. I honestly think Louis van Gaal should see out his contract.
I think it's a lot of it's down to the standards that Alex Ferguson has set for us, really. And a lot of people, some of the younger lads particularly, the younger fans have never seen it. And I think that's the problem that any manager, David Moyes and Louis van Gaal, has got to kind of cope with, really, because they've got high expectations.
We've now got young stars. One of them is your namesake,
Rashford.
Right? And without Louis van Gaal, your namesake is not being sung about. We don't even talk about Anthony Martial because he doesn't sign.
True.
So, LVG, I says to you, honestly, I will give you another chance. Marcus, I'm not so sure. All in all, first trophy in 2 years, first FA Cup in 10 years. Surely this builds momentum. Surely this gives Louis van Gaal some time.
Look, it's good news for Man United.
Is it? In what way? Because you keep telling me, we've
got a football team. We know we've got a football team. We've got the players to do the job.
This year's been a bit disappointing year for us, and to be honest, we doubt that they were going to come back. But again, we're Man United, aren't we? And we always come back.
But I've been Gezzie Fizzle. He's been Marcus. This has been Pitch Talk at the FA Cup final, and we'll see you next time. It's We the People for the People. Thank you for being a part of the footballing revolution. We're working so hard to create. Join us on YouTube every single Monday night.
Georgie best.
And we'll see you next time.